I've been suffering with PTSD for about 12 years now. I first started seeing the light signs of it when I first came back from my first deployment, but it wasn't until I decided to start transitioning fully into civilian life in about 2012 where things started to really fester and started to get really bad. My PTSD comes in two forms, depression and insomnia. I'll go about 3 days of just being awake nonstop. Body's not tired. My body actually can be tired, but my mind's not tired. My mind is just still going mile a minute, doesn't shut off. And when I do sleep, it only probably be like an hour at the most. And then about 3 days later, I'll crash for about 12 hours. And then when I wake back up, I'll be in just this depressed state of numbness. I'm unmotivated, kind of just go through the motions. Get up, go to work, come home, back in bed, don't do nothing, barely eat. And at the beginning of all this, when all this was really first starting to hit me full force, this was happening about 3 times a month, sometimes the whole month. And it took a lot of me having to find the self-confidence to reach out and ask for help. And then once I actually asked for help and started to treat it, I got a counselor, and I realized medicine isn't for me. I don't like taking medicine. I know some people do, which I'm all for. That works for you, you take it. But for me, it just doesn't work. So this process for me was a little extra bumpy and extra hard. I had to do twice as much work to really figure out what my triggers were, what was causing this, what was me, and how I could rectify this and how I could try to help combat this issue without medicine. And it was about a good 5, 6 years of figuring this process out, and it was hard and it was a lot of work, and I got through it till about to point where like maybe about the last 2 years I'm able to recognize these triggers and see when the insomnia is about to come on and when the depression is about to come on and kind of feel it, and I can try to rectify the situation and change the outcome of it to where I'm not just laying in bed all day and where I'm not just as depressed. And the only reason I'm able to do all of this is because I did the hardest thing, which is ask for help. That was the hardest thing of all of this. And I had to ask for help, had to establish a safety net of people who I trusted, who were there for me, and I knew who were actually felt the same ways and been going through the same stuff. And when you reach out for help and you find that out, it makes this process a lot easier because you realize, oh, cool, am normal. You know, this is something that a lot of people go through, because I feel like the reason you don't ask for help is because you don't want to be labeled as crazy or as something's wrong with you. But when you do start talking, you start reaching out for help, you realize, oh no, I'm actually normal. This is a normal thing. This is what normal people go through. Tons of people feel like this, and I don't have to go through this alone. And not going through it alone is what really helps you conquer this and get on top of it. It's still a daily struggle, something I have to deal with daily. I'm still going to have PTSD for forever. It's still going to be something I deal with, but now I know how to conquer it and to get out of those tough situations. And it all started with just asking for help.